I found the problem with those tests, and I really thought about it today. This is an R60, Cast King R60 Rover. Their recommended reel for catfishing. Bait feeder reel. Problem is, this reel, as big as it is, only has 30 pounds of drag. I can strap a 100-pound braid to this. I can tie it to the back of my 6,100-pound SUV, and I can shit can it. All it's going to do is burn the drag out. That's all it's going to do. I don't know about y'all. I've been blessed to catch over 30-pounders. I know what it is to fucking hog a fish in. Okay? Work on it, work on it, work on it. But we know.
How's it going, everybody?
That rod holder will handle 30 pounds of resistance.
I just got this playing live. This is
Anybody disagree with me?
Anybody disagree? Sit back and enjoy it. If you got any questions, let me know.
I mean, we've all seen it. Stick a 8-9 foot fishing rod out of the top of these things, stick them in the dirt. Got your rod and reel hanging right there. The weak link is the reel. Yeah, you'll see the rod bobbing. You'll see these kind of fucking moving around a little bit as they should. But I don't think that's a real stress test. I don't think that that's a real stress test. Anybody think I'm wrong? If you think I'm wrong, tell me. I want to know. Do you think I'm off my rocker? Am I not right? I don't mean mentally. This is what I fish with. I know these will handle this. You can go look at my
What's up, Brian?
I want to see that shit.
My mic's not working today. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. I just got it on the
I've seen a lot of people
right now. Let me know if you guys can hear me.
It looks cool. It looks cool as shit. It really does. But it's not a stress test.
We know you're not right.
Well, yeah, we know that. Well, we don't make enough money in this stream for me to go see one of them head shrinker guys. So now the right way to be testing this would be, now mind you, I'm not even got this in this vise properly, because here's the significant part about a CatClawZ rod holder is this. The stomper plate. You bury this, all this goes in the ground. You have added forward leverage right here underneath this. This right here adds an extra pad. Now the new ones, like this one, have, the new ones like that one, have 2 extra holes for sand spikes.
Billy says, I think you are about to pull your workbench to pieces.
Thinking about it. The complaint that I've heard, that I've been reading about on online, and that has been expressed by people.
Says nothing about this garage as proper.
Fuck no. Sit down, grab a drink, come on and watch. So now again, I'm going to explain this. Some of y'all just getting in here.
From Linda asks, good evening, Ron. How are we? Soggy says
good.
LMAO.
Here's the thing. I've watched, and now that more people are getting in here, I was sitting around watching stress tests.
Get ready to call 911.
I've been sitting here watching.
Anybody in here? Can you guys hear me all right? I don't have my
fucking rod holders
headset hooked up. It's not connected
all over the internet.
To my computer.
Everybody does
Just
the
let
same
me know
thing.
If you can hear me.
They all do the same thing. They put their favorite fishing rod in the rod holder, put it in there, run the fishing line out, strap it to a truck, a 4-wheeler, a lawn scooter, whatever, or themselves. Here's the problem. The weak link is the reel.
Awesome.
These
Thank you,
reels,
Anthony.
30-pound drag.
What's going on, Anthony?
30-pound drag.
922 down our. I'll just
30-pound drag.
Lisa, how's it going? I'll just
Okay.
leave my sound how it is and figure out this thing later. I just got this new computer, so it's not hooking up to anything.
CatClawZ.
But this is, if you guys are watching, this is Ron Cleveland Outdoors. He does a lot of testing for me.
It ain't gonna hold.
Uses a lot of my rod holders and different.
I've heard complaints. Oh, the spikes aren't long enough because everybody's used to them big spikes.
Today,
you know, the round tube.
See if they can pass.
I've got one. You guys have seen it.
Some crazy tests.
You know, the big aluminum tube.
Back
with
and relax. You guys got any questions? Just let me know.
Ring around it, but they bend. I bent mine pulling it back out of the ground. They bend. I can't bend these. I beat on with hammers. I mean, the most that I'm going to do one of these.
Anthony, this is Ron Cleveland. If you check out, I left it in the link in my description.
The paint is gone. For me whooping on this with a hammer.
Stuff. He does a lot of Twitch stuff, and then also he's in Kick live streaming.
They're called stomper plates because
but he lives in Minnesota. He does a lot of flathead fishing during summer.
But I fish in some pretty shitty soil.
Minnesota.
Ideally, I just step on them.
Thanks for stopping in, buddy.
We're gonna try. We're gonna try.
I mean, Ron's cool, man.
I can grab hold of this thing. He
does a lot of lives in the morning. I always watch live shows in the morning with him. He talks a lot of just whatever. What's up, Dom?
No, that didn't work.
But he's gonna go through some.
Where's my other bag?
Supposedly he's gonna be doing some crazy tests here, so I just felt like going live and showing everybody.
I'm 300 plus pounds, by the way. Just so
I told him not to.
Any y'all got some wild ass ideas? You ain't catching no 300-pound fish. I don't care what you tell your buddies. My boy fished on Luke. Okay, my boy fished on Luke. What was his? 119 pounds. I mean, unless you're over in Spain and you're fishing wildcats, you know, someplace like that, then we'll talk. But I just leaned on that. Okay, I just leaned on that. 350 pounds. We'll say 300 pounds even. I'm like 317. I was just leaning on. All right, let's grab this here ratchet strap. And right.
What's up, Randy? How's it going, man?
Oh,
coming in. We're just checking some strength tests on the rod holders. He's just got this is actually an older style. It's got the same material, the cold rolled 5/16. The pad's just a little bit different, modified, but all in all, it's
a little extra leverage. You know what I mean?
Same rod holder.
Ain't no drag to give out on no reel.
How well my rod holders can hold up to a big.
Here's the thing: I challenge any other rod holder company out there right now. I put it out there. You think that your shit's better than this?
How's it
you
going,
think
buddy?
You can do better than the CatClawZ rod holder? Send it to me. So far, this is the best I found. I can't bend one. I ain't broke one. I found multifaceted uses for it. I've had them hold my canopy down at 60 miles an hour wind and not move.
Anthony. Yeah, these are all TIG welded too, so I mean it's a little bit longer time involved with welding. I could do the MIG weld, but I like to keep everything clean and not with the MIG weld. MIG welding, I'm good at it. I just don't like the spatter, even with the spatter spray and stuff. Still get the BBs on there, and I hate picking those off, and I don't want to leave any of that behind when I send them out.
It might happen. I might end up eating shit.
Appreciate it, Anthony.
That could happen. It's lag bolted in, but we'll see. All right, motherfucker. You're gonna bend and you're gonna like it. Son of a bitch.
He's gonna rip that Vice off there.
Wow. Hold on, I'm seeing spots. I'm not even using the whole stomper plate. I'm using a fraction of it.
Soggy says, damn it, the strap didn't break LMAO.
It's a 350-pound strap. I'm more worried about yanking.
Says, don't rip your vice off wall.
Guys,
John said that law orientation, he might need it.
I'm going to show you. I'm not even making full contact on the pad here. Come out of there.
And actually, Ron, he does breast cancer awareness for the that month.
Flip the camera on here right quick.
So I'll be donating. Well, not donating. He's
I'm
gonna
not even making full contact on the
and
pad.
we're gonna be getting 4 bank rod holders. We're gonna get 2 T-bars, 6 T-bar rod holders.
That's
and
a steel
4,
grounding rod for
go anywhere brackets. We're gonna be
transformers.
Donation to
electrical transformers.
Racing
350-pound strap.
Breast cancer awareness coming up in around April. We'll start getting that together as well. We did it last year.
So the reason
I just donated a couple rod holders. He paints
doing
them
this
pink, and for every fish he caught, it was like $1 or so that he donated.
Some of y'all might be wondering
awesome.
why not the truck test? Yeah, the truck test is cool, but I'm not here to bullshit you. I knew what I was saying when I did it, and I don't bullshit my people. I could strap a fishing pole to that fucking thing all day long. These reels are only 30 to 40 pounds drag. They're going to let loose at 30 to 40 pounds of pressure. What kind of a stress test is that? Seriously. Now, I don't have a bow scale. But I can tell you verbatim that I'm 317 pounds. I am 317 pounds, okay? I put all my weight into it, plus pushing. And I'm not wearing some bullshit shoes, neither. I'm wearing my good teddy boppers. I think I popped like 4 veins in my neck, man. That's too much work for a fat guy. Well, Matco Tools, PBO 250B pry bar. I am lifting my bench. Ooh. Yeah, I'm tearing the top off my bench. We better run a screw in there. Yeah, I'm literally prying my bench up right now. I can't find my microphone. There it is. Yeah, I'm prying the top off of my bench. And that's I've never done that before. I put a lot of shit in there. I pried on a lot of shit in that bench.
C-Die1011 says Oak New Dono for the mic. John says might have been easier to find the tank to run over it.
I don't know what else I can do for people to prove to them. I'm literally tearing the top off my workbench, which I do steel fabrication on, by the way. I stripped my vise out earlier fucking with this thing. All right. Outside of tying a chain to this and taking a chance of damaging my truck, you're not going to find anything that holds better. You're just not. You're not going to find anything that is more durable than this.
Salt Rabbit asks torch it.
I don't bullshit people. I'm not sponsored by CatClawZ. He's a hardworking guy. He doesn't have the money or the resources. He's a family man. And the company's not big enough to sponsor people. What I don't like is when people talk shit.
Says, let's send it to that. Will it blend? Guy Law.
What I don't like is when people sit here and talk shit about a good product and they've never tested it. They don't have a clue. They look at it and say, well, that's not going to work. Well, to those of you who say that, you send me your favorite rod holder. I put this challenge out there. Email me at redneckinvasion@gmail.com. I'll give you an address.
Salt Rabbit asks, what is it?
It is CatClawZ rod holders, !CC. I challenge anybody who is talking shit about a CatClawZ rod holders. I dare you to send me your rod holder. Let me put 350 pounds of force into it, because we'll say it's minimal that, but I promise you I max out a bow scale, put my fat ass on it like I just did.
What's up, Fishhead?
I will challenge any one of them.
You guys still hear me? Sorry, I was messing with my mic again.
I'm going to use them and abuse them just as I have CatClawZ, and I've got over a year and a half worth of footage.
It's not showing my mic
me
working now.
Literally annihilating these things. I've never been nice to them. I use them for things that they're not intended to be used for. I use them for ground stakes. I've used them to punch holes through things. Wood. I've used them to
awesome. Thank you, Crappie. Sorry, guys. I was just trying to get this new computer rigged up here.
But I can tell you verbatim.
Appreciate you guys all stopping in here, but yeah, this is Ron Cleveland. If you just got in here, he does a lot. He's on Team CatClawZ with me. Does a lot of stress tests, ice fishing with them.
I've got rod holders,
bank fishing, boat fishing,
all over my house.
He's got some T-bars, some prototypes I've made.
The thing is I can walk away from that rod holder, use the bathroom, and I don't have to worry about my rod disappearing. I've had these things in sugar sand with no sand spike. I've been on the banks of the Missouri River. We did an entire breast cancer awareness stream from the shorelines of Chamberlain and the Missouri River in sugar sand.
That was an awesome video. Live stream we did.
Fish that night. 39 fish I think we caught that night. 39 channel cats between two rods. Both on CatClawZ rod holders. Never moved once. In straight beach sand. So all the talk on the internet about, oh, the prongs aren't long enough, or it's just not a really good design. Well, send yours to me. Send me your favorite one. If it handles the tests that I put this thing through, I'll start buying your brand. But I bet you it don't. A lot of them I've seen, they basically take a piece of like fence post like this and they put a round tube on it, or they take a piece of hollow round stock. Well, it's because I've had people get on my stuff and talk shit about the stuff that I'm using. My first set of rod holders, I didn't buy them. He sent them to me. He wanted me to stress test them. He put his balls in a wheelbarrow and said, "Stress test my shit."
Here's Ron Cleveland. I just posted his link up there for his YouTube channel as well. He doesn't really do as much on the YouTube. But
like I said, they're going to send you videos.
In the link in the description, you can get all of his social links.
Videos and I'm very observant.
You can like, follow,
when it
share,
comes to that stuff.
Subscribe.
And I'm looking at the reels.
I'd appreciate it greatly.
Looking at the reels and everything, and I'm like, well, no wonder why everybody's rod holders are holding up to these tests. These reels got 30, maybe 40 pounds of drag at most. 30, maybe 40 pounds of drag. Of course they're going to hold. Yeah, we got 100-pound braid on here. Well, yeah, the reel ain't going to handle 100-pound braid. You're going to strip it out. I know. I've got 2 more laying over there that are stripped out. That's just from river fishing. Catching a big-ass log that went down the river. Strip the drag clean out of my reel. I don't know what more I can do to you.
Waves 1 says you need more than one. I own 4 of them.
Oh, I got more than one. I've got one. I've got 6 reels as of now. I got 2 for backups and then 4 that I run. So I don't lie to people. I don't make the business lying to people. If somebody's going to find something with my stress test, oh, he wasn't really pulling on it. He wasn't doing this. He wasn't whatever. Send me your shit. I'll do side-by-side tests. I'll have somebody stand out there and run a camera. I will do side-by-side tests. I'll go get a bow scale. I'll go get a 300-pound bow scale. We'll put it on a ratchet strap.
What's up, Steve? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it.
Do a test in the daylight, whatever you want. But until then, until somebody's got something to prove me wrong. That being said,
he lives in Minnesota, so the guard dogs are banned from Minnesota. I think it's like one of the only states in the United States that is banned that kind of stuff.
Yes,
so otherwise, he would be running them. He's already talked to me about it.
I put some serious.
I know a lot of people in Minnesota that want those.
These are like old rough cut 2x10 planks.
Tell them to do it again.
I mean, they're smooth now and oiled down to beat hell. Let's see. What do we need here? We need this. Wrong drawer. Need this bit. Need a hammer.
He might be farting. He farts a lot. He does, and it's funny. He does it on his live all the time. Yeah, if you guys are interested, he's an awesome person to watch.
Hold on, I'm trying to fix the bench.
He does some awesome things. He's making an ice castle right now for ice fishing.
Broke my workbench.
He's been working on that since
big
October.
Old fat guy done broke the damn workbench. Hold on.
It should be in my description, JBT. I just left the Lincoln his Lincoln website where he's got all his links, all his social. But this is on Twitch, so if you can't find the link in the description, just let me know. I can get all that stuff for you, or I'll go up there.
John
I got
says
it right
law.
here actually. I can post it up here. Paste. All right, there's his link right there. That's to all of his social. He's got Kick, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, which he's on right now, and a couple of handful of other ones.
Well, hold on. That looks about right. We'll try there.
Awesome, Don. Appreciate it.
Rick Legner WX says, good evening, Ron and chat.
That some bitch is in there now. I hope. All right.
Awesome, JBT. Appreciate it.
How are you? I'm even using my brand new one. I didn't even grab one of my old ones and I beat the hell out of them. I'm using my brand new one, fucking it up. Trying to, anyways. All right. Drop that in there. Give her your wanker doobie. I'm not even using the thing is, I'm just using the bend and the spikes. I'm not even using the stomper plate part of it.
Take it easy, Anthony.
Let's see. She go now? She's bending.
Awesome. Appreciate it, Anthony.
Still nothing.
Take it easy. Have a great night. We'll see you
Give
soon.
up. I don't know what else I
Keep
can
on
do.
hooking.
That's like a heavy duty ass pry bar and it's bending the pry bar.
Looks like it tweaked it a little bit. Tweaked it a little bit. But that's a pry
I don't know
bar.
what more y'all want, man. Give up. I don't know, unless you're out there catching Wells cats or some shit like that, lying to everybody, you ain't catching no 350-pound fish.
I'd put it against the Wells cat.
All right. For your 45s, 50s, 60-pound catfish, what you gonna hold? If you want, go search through my clips. Go search through my clips and watch. What? What do you mean? Caught me doing what? What'd you catch me doing? Other than getting all dirty. I could jump rope. Would that be entertaining? I could jump rope, maybe. Probably not. No, definitely not going to happen.
I caught a 350-pound.
How's it going, Carpaholic? Thanks for coming in.
Oh, suckerfish. That's
This
what
reminds
you
me,
got.
2 years
Get old
ago,
suckerfish.
I was showing my dad how ultralight and ultralight rod, and it snapped. Oh, I've done that before. River Rat caught 50 easy with them. Yep. Oh, I have no doubt that these could handle 100 plus
I don't know what
fish.
else to tell y'all, man.
You got to
Like I
set
said,
your reels right, no matter what, on anything.
Somebody started out with that old stress test and a lawn scooter or something and let her rip. And I started watching.
Doesn't matter.
I started watching the schools.
At that point, when you get those big ones,
the
it doesn't
reels
matter, you know, how
running the
big,
line
how
out, and I'm
good
like,
the
"God,
rod
they're
holder
stripping the
gets.
drag
It's
out of
how
them."
well you set your line and your rod. You know, you can't have your drag tightened down all the way. You're going to snap your line or snap your pole. Appreciate you coming in, Carpaholic. Oh yeah, my
Bullhead?
JBT, my son was doing that with his knee, bending it, and that broke. old poles.
She got her one of them ass hat fishes. I don't know what else to give y'all, man.
Appreciate it, JBT.
Got any questions, comments, concerns? Anybody on other channels watching? Hit me
Hey,
with
you
your
guys got
questions.
any questions? I'll throw them out there.
Put them out there.
Longest
Joe
fish.
asks, no question, just a comment. Are you a minion?
Billy? For that, you owe me $85. Not 85 bits, $85. And I'll let you reside here.
Threw it out there. Right, I haven't lost the rod since I started using the CatClawZ. Exactly.
CatClawZ asks, longest fish on a CatClawZ?
Longest fish?
Or largest. Sorry, I messed that up.
That would be my, I don't know how long it was. I didn't have a tape measure at the time, but it was a 26-pound flathead. My silver eye. We also had
Largest, sorry. Big Daddy yells, NH captured a 85 fish.
I screwed myself either way. I didn't bring a tin out here or a soda. I've caught a 26-pound flathead, and
I like Adam. Seems like a great guy. Guilty and amazing rod holder, but as long as I got my wife a job, it's hers to hold my rod. Sorry, Adam.
we also had a 28-pound flathead caught on one, and we're talking a silt sand riverbank. We're on the Minnesota River. I mean, it's
carpfish. I don't know if he carp.
It's
I'll
silt
ask
sand,
him.
so I mean it's packed tight. But
Billy says LMAO.
if you're not
CatClawZ says ha ha ha.
if you're not paying attention out there, I mean you'll knock chunks of ledge off all the time. But yeah, we had I've hit a 26, and then we had a 28 caught, both on CatClawZ rod holders.
I do have his buddy
My
out in
45-pound flathead. I was actually on a fish on Luke's boat.
Minnesota. Does a lot of carp fishing with my rods. He actually caught a 40-pound
But
flathead this year on the.
I've caught numerous fish.
Well,
I think one of my biggest things about the CatClawZ rod holders is the
I've caught about
how easy
40
it is to get them in the
pounder
ground.
with my CatClawZ. My biggest is 55. But
I've
it was
driven this
not on
thing
the
through tree
CatClawZ.
roots.
It
I've used it in
was
sand.
the
I've
year
used
before
it in
I started
mud.
making it.
I've used it in
my
really,
wife's
really
caught a
rough
40.
ground. I mean,
There's several
there was one
38s.
time I used it for tent stakes because we were 60 mile an
Ernest,
hour
he's
straight
been-
line winds.
He's
on
been
the,
pushing
out
60
in Chamberlain,
pounds.
South Dakota, and I was van camping out there, and I didn't have enough heavy duty tent stakes to tie my canopy down, so we ended up using my rod holders. But it's not just catfishing, man. It's nice, like when you're out bobber fishing. You don't have to sit there and hold the rod all the time. You drop down. I've used them ice fishing. I take a matter of fact, I still got it set up.
Wave one says I painted mine with crust steel. Do you plan to paint your rod holders?
I hit them with
Should go back on.
spray
Eric,
paint.
audio is breaking up. Standy by.
I've got my CatClawZ painted up in neon so I don't trip
Audio
over them
is
at night.
breaking
Oh,
up.
I've tripped out over mine, and I spray paint them like orange, neon orange. But that's when I'm running around and there's multiple fish being caught.
So when I go out ice fishing.
Boss lady says hello. I'm finally here. American
Hi.
says good now.
So when I go out ice fishing, you get these drill bits for $10 for a 3-pack at Harbor Freight.
What's up, Solo?
Half-inch drill
How's it
bits.
going, bud?
I normally
Thanks for
knock
coming in.
quite a bit off of these.
Painted yours gold, Steve.
So this
nice.
is just about,
I got a couple buddies that have
in
them gold
total,
as
maybe
well.
16 to 18 inches long. And what I do is I drill down.
Boss lady says I did advertise before though.
Thank you. I just drill down in the ice, you know, go down a little ways. I don't go all the way into the water. I just drill down a little ways, you know, even.
Yeah, Steve, you know what the ice fishing is all about. You're the first one that's actually I've seen catch one on
go down on the ice,
the rod holders, and got video with
score
it. So.
You know, score the ice.
Props to you, man. Appreciate that for doing
score
that
the
for
ice
me.
with these prongs, and I run my drill bit down there, and then I'll just stick this in the ice. This one's actually my favorite one for ice fishing, portable fishing, just because it sits up taller.
I like that one, but it's hard to make with the benders. That's the tall boy. It's about 2 feet tall.
But
12-inch spikes or 13 or 14-inch spikes.
You know, there's lots of things that
those will happen. I'm just waiting on some.
I've used it.
Got to sell some stuff yet. I got to sell some rod holders yet. Got to get that going so I can get some more products.
Used it for stabilizers
and tools. I got it. I got a hydraulic press at my house now. I'm just waiting to save up to get a die set
I've been
for
a really rocky
so I'll be able to do my more custom work at my house.
The nice thing about the smaller gauge steel that he uses
that I work at
is it's cold rolled steel, so it's real flexible, which is good.
If you guys want, I'm gonna throw out some.
Ben's right
let me throw out some. If you guys, whoever's in here that's on my team, throw out your promo code for people that want them. I know,
guys.
Hooker 10. Steve's got Hooker 10.
Catfish and chopsticks. You know what I mean?
Donar, River Rat.
And they go right back.
They all got promo codes.
The nice thing about
like to throw them up there, let them know.
So I've had them split around rocks. They work great in rocky terrain. Like when we were in
and yeah, Solo, I believe those ones will work on your
it's all rocks on the back.
Track system as well with that bracket.
It's all rocks, so you have to wedge this thing down in the rocks.
I mean, if you want, I can make you one up.
The smaller diameter.
Send it out if it works.
In the two-prong system.
Awesome.
You can put that in there.
You can throw me some cash that way. Just I don't want to send something that doesn't work for your boat, but I'd
setups
definitely be down to
either one. They're really freaking
send you one out and get it. Make sure it works for you
before
you decide on that for the boat.
You're not going to get them in deep enough to use them. The nice thing is he's figured out with the stomper plate system, you've got a little extra advantage there for leverage. So you don't have to go down so deep. That's the beautiful part about it. You don't have to try and drive a pole in 3-4
got JBT, Donar, and Hooker 10.
You know, some of these guys got, I mean, I've got
10
one
at the end. Those will save you 10%. Appreciate you guys using the promo code to save you some money. Yeah, no problem, Solo. Just get a hold of me. I don't know if I got you on Facebook. If I don't, let me throw my link up here. Let me get it quick. Just if you have Facebook, you can get at me easier just through messaging.
You know, and then the tubes, it's like this. If the notch in it isn't just right for your reel, the notch is worthless. You know, if you got too short of a neck, or bait casters are.
There's my Facebook page. That's my personal one. I usually post all my CatClawZ stuff to my personal, and then I'll jump to my CatClawZ rod holder page, and I'll just kind of share it to that. It's just easier. I like doing it that way. But I usually kind of got rid of the messaging system on the CatClawZ page. I still do it, but it's just easier for me to go through my personal page when people have questions.
I like
on
it
Facebook.
because they're durable. That's my main thing about them. Is they're just durable.
Yeah, JBT, those the whisker sticks are awesome. I got 2 of them as well. I actually use them for bank fishing for my kids when they're a little bit younger. 2 years ago, I got them for them. And actually, I think the biggest catfish we got on there was 18 pounds, a flathead. My youngest son. That was his PB at the time 2 years ago. This year he got a 30-pounder on the boat with the CatClawZ on the boat. That was awesome.
Rod holders. And they're compact. That's the nice thing. Jeepers, them ones that I got that are 3.5 feet long, man. It's like They're kind of awkward to carry when you got to carry a bunch of gear down the riverbank. You know what I mean?
It's a great pole, like especially if you do kayak fishing and stuff too. Those little whisker sticks. Those are nice
then when
little,
you finally do get them beat in the
bring
ground,
it
when
as
you
an
find
extra rod, throw it right
stump
down
or a rock
below
or
you.
something to beat them in the ground, then you got
Whether
to
you're
fight with
kind
them
of
for an hour
drifting
to get
or
them back
you're
out.
anchored, whatever. They're nice just to have that little extra pole with you. You never know what you'll get on it.
I don't have to fight with these. That's what I like about them. Most everywhere that I had to fight with all these other rod holders, I brought the CatClawZ back there. I never had to fight with them. I just pull up on them. One time I had to beat it out with a hammer, and that's because originally when I drove it in, I drove it through a tree root. Because I was going to fish that spot. And y'all know, those y'all are dedicated fishermen to that one spot that looks just right. You know, you look at that spot and it's like, oh, I got to fish that spot. Look at that eddy. I got to fish
What's up, Monty? Thanks for coming in, bud.
You know what I mean? And it's like, you don't give a shit at that point. Oh, hey,
Appreciate
look,
it.
this thing's like a nail. I'll just drive it
If
right
you're just
through
tuning in, this is Ron Cleveland,
yeah. Y'all know what I'm
Outdoors.
talking about.
One of the team members
That
on
one's
my
in the
team.
house, actually.
He's just
rod
doing
holder.
some stress tests with his vise, putting all his weight on it.
All depends on what I'm fishing with.
But he's just kind of explaining
9 times out of
everything
10 I'm
and
using
how
a
much
bait
he
vise
trusts it.
just because of the bait
He's not
keeper
worried about
setup.
ever leaving his rod there
Flicker
and
setup.
thinking it's going
I like
to
having
fly
the
out of the
flicker
holder or
setup.
the holder's going to let loose.
If I'm really trying to cast for distance, then I like the spinning reels a little better.
We got you.
But these Cast Kings, I can't say nothing bad about them. I'm doing the, what is it? I can't even pronounce her name. Starts with an S. It's SP something. I went to those last year. Had pretty good luck with them. Biggest thing is, like I said, it didn't hit me till the day I talked to Adam at about 4:30 this afternoon. And I was watching a couple of review videos, and I'm like, I was watching a couple more, and I'm like, well, that's why everybody's tests are working out fine. The reel's giving out. The drag on the reel's giving out. That thing's pulling drag before the pole's even bent over. Well, no wonder why nobody's got any stress on their rod
I need
holders.
100 damage to your head.
Makes sense, right? Now I put direct tension on a rod holder, and that's not going to happen. You're not getting direct. If you got good fishing equipment, you're not getting that much tension on your rod holder. You're just not.
And if, depending on how long he stays on here, I might throw up a quick video.
Somebody got to have some questions.
Just showing some other tests that I've had done. This was probably right when I started actually making them.
And
it wasn't even the cold rolls, but I actually hammers them into a railroad tie. He pulls it with his truck with a fishing rod in it. I can throw that on there quick. Kind of go through that quick. You guys have any more questions? I can send them right to his channel. Let him answer them for you. This guy is one of them. I trust this guy with all my stuff.
Yep.
He's got a lot of my stuff, and
what does that got?
So
30 or 40 pound drag on that?
I set my reels at 12 pounds.
Most
and
rod
just
holders
fish
don't
during the
bend.
fight. Yeah, exactly. I never max mine out. I have on accident.
It's the installing
just from doing tests with my rod holders and then going to the river and then like maybe a couple days later and forgetting about it. And
you're going to install these things.
I mean, so I've had my rod actually get taken down by I think it was a 26-pound flathead. And my rod tip actually
is kind of what you want to look at.
Water. My rod holder was up straight, but my rod it was just bent.
On those single pole drivers,
and I just walked casually to the rod holder out of my camper, and
that's the bend
got
point.
the flathead in. I think it was like 40 inches.
Eliminated that. You don't have that for a bend point anymore. You would literally have to bury that thing in the mud
Exactly. You don't know it.
I've yet to have one pull out though.
There's 2 of them just hanging.
I have had some of my other ones where they pull out of the ground. I have not had one of these pull out yet. And a lot of these guys are designing theirs after those ocean sand points, the sand rod holders for the beach. So these guys driving them all the way in the ground in the beach sand, and that's what the design comes from. I've been doing that forever.
You got someone. Got him. Oh my god. I'm gonna sniper. Your team's winning.
Oh.
Let's see, I got something. Someone said that in our stream too. Oh, that might be
Yeah, we'll be tickling that 50-degree mark.
Oh my god.
Tomorrow I'm going to get the lawn scooter in here and get that cleaned
Oh
up.
my god.
Because the way things are looking, I'll be mowing the grass within the next week or two.
Got him. I got some shield off you, did I? Yeah, before that I killed you.
I know the rod test. I mean, everybody's like, oh, you didn't do the rod test. I was. I mean, I can do it. Do it during the daylight if you guys want to see it. I mean, I'm just going to burn out a reel.
Okay, now he's gone. He's gone.
Yeah, I only used mine one time this year too. So here's how I got introduced to the CatClawZ rod holders. It was FishCon 2022. FishCon 2022.
I need to get my dual screen, yeah.
So everybody was breaking out their
JVT, yeah. I think the CatClawZ would win on that one.
I tripped on one of them sons of bitches. I tripped on one of them coming out of my van because my van, they were using my van to tie shit off on too, and I tripped on a CatClawZ rod holders, and I said, "Well, what the? Who makes them?"
What's up, Jay? Thanks for coming in.
I actually had them.
Just listen to a guy from Team CatClawZ, Ron Cleveland.
And
you can find him all his links on my description on the YouTube channel, on my YouTube link.
And Adam just happened to pop on my stream
Hey, get that booty on my face.
and said, "Hey, you know," and we were using them all weekend. I mean, we were using them most of the weekend as tent stakes because we didn't have enough tent stakes between everybody to hold all these tarps and stuff that we were using for rain flies. And told Adam I'd like to buy some. He says, "No,
Oh, you got me.
I'd like you to try them out, stress test them, see what you do."
When I met Ron, I was watching
I
before.
got
I kind of talked to him for a while, and
a week later in the mail.
the reason I asked him or sent him to him is because
place
he
I
does a
went
lot
was
of this
Fort-
stuff where he just messes
Fort
with stuff
Thompson.
and fixes stuff, and I trusted him. I knew from the get-go who
I
he
started
was.
out
and,
using them.
I
We used them
was
as
great of a
canopy
person he
steak
was.
out there.
So,
The guys that I was hanging out with out there,
that's why I
we used them
sent
as
them
a
out to
canopy
him.
steak.
Yeah,
And then
right, person
I was in
did
the
you
rocks
think?
out there. Started fishing in the rocks, and then fishing in just plain mud, and then in beach sand. I mean, I've got clips of these things sitting in the water, like the river coming up, and these things sitting in the water, and I'm using them for fishing. So
I just one time first.
And you probably haven't seen him
the
too
best
much.
story I got with him,
This past year, he's
sitting
been
in
got a
Chamberlain,
new
South
job,
Dakota,
and he was super busy.
and a big nasty ass
So
windstorm
this year
came up.
he's changing things up.
60-mile-an-hour
Going to be
straight
doing a
line
lot of live
winds,
streaming.
and
And he
I had
has
a
been
bunch
for
of
the
stuff.
last
I had my
about
canopy
month or
dropped
so.
all the way down. I was trying to keep this stuff. I had my shower tent out, and I'm like, well, let's see what everything does. And I didn't have enough of the regular metal, the metal heavy duty stakes. So I had 3 CatClawZ rod holders with me, and I used them for staking off the corners on these canopies, tying 2 corners off to one rod holder, and I made it work, and they held. I wanted to see how well they'd work. And they held fine. I didn't have a single stake or anything loose.
You can show me if you ever want or
True story.
Hope you're doing all right,
that
Jay.
same spot in Chamberlain, South Dakota. When I was staking the canopy down, it wouldn't go on the ground. And what the hell? And I grabbed, where is it? I think it's in here. I don't think it's in my camping gear. I think it's right here. Oh, this. It's a 4-pound hand maul. It's what I had. I grabbed at the time, and I was beating on one of these rod holders, man, on the stomper plate, and I was just beating on it with this thing, and I couldn't figure out why it wouldn't go on the ground. So I went to go pull it up, and here I had a big old rock wedged in between it, and I had it wedged so hard because it was almost all the way up by the stomper plate that I had to knock it out with this. I thought for sure I was going to break the welds or crack the welds on the stomper plate, and I didn't. Stomper plate was bent to beat hell, and it's bent. It's bent old as shit. Ain't gonna lie about it. But I don't know too many other rod holders you can smack around with a 4-pound hand maul. Actually, I don't know of any. To be honest with you, all the ones that I own, and I mean, I've got tons of rod holders. A lot of us grew up putting the stick in the mud and breaking out that little Y branch and sticking it in the mud, and then your reel get all full of mud or whatever else.
I'm sorry to hear about that, Jay.
The stick could fall over as soon as the fish would pull on it.
Prayers sent to
Something
you
dumb
and your
would
family
happen.
and your friends.
Wind would blow on it the wrong way, it'd fall over.
If you ever need anything, just let me know. We're all here.
Big old fish, you yank on it the right way and it'd break. That's what I started actually buying rod holders. And I kind of gave up on a lot of them for the riverbank for the longest time. I really just gave up on. I was actually, a matter of fact, there's one right here. This is what I was using. These plant hook hangers.
Well, I hear you, brother.
I use the ones that get the little extra spike that come off them, and I was just leaning the rods on them. That's what I was using for the longest time. The funny part is you look at fishing and you look at what we spend on it, and it's like, ooh, shiny. Let me get that.
No problem, Jay.
The catfishing market is one of the hardest markets to compete in because it's probably one of the last true blue collar fishing deals out there. I mean, honest to goodness, blue collar. It's still one of the deals where you can go buy the cheapest rod and reel you can get your hands on.
Dang.
You go down to the local pond, catch a couple of bullheads, or get you a sucker, or throw some night crawlers out. Goober up a bunch of weights on a line.
turkey.
one of the last real blue collar things you can do. Now you can get it fancy like any other one, but it's one of them sports where it's one of them species of fish that no matter where you're at in your fishing game, man, it's you get amongst bass fishermen and they're all secretive. And I chased bass for over 30 years of my life. But the camaraderie that you get out river fishing, you'll never find anywhere else. You really won't. It brought me back to my roots, getting back to catfishing, being on that riverbank. It brought me back to why I loved fishing in the first place. I grew up on the Crow River. I grew up on the Crow River in central Minnesota. My grandparents had 40 acres that ran along it. I learned to swim there. I learned to fish there. Attempted to build many boats, rafts, canoes. You know, as kids, trying to hollow out logs with hatchets, float them down the river.
I'm down here.
And I had forgotten about that for a long time. I mean, I'd go out river fishing here or there, but it was just kind of go appease my buddies.
Says I am going to have to get with y'all this year, share some bank and huck some baits.
Oh, we getting together. That's happening. This old redneck here has already informed his superiors that I am not working like I worked last year. I'm going fishing.
That is good, Solo. I'm going to tell him I'm going to hop off, but I am going to share a video. I don't know how many people are even in here anymore. I'm going to throw this video out. Just
I
kind
did
of
an impromptu
scroll through it, show you some other tests.
So I called everybody up.
And I'm
said,
going to probably hop off. It's getting
I'm going to be
8
here
o'clock
fishing
right
this
now.
weekend. Going to be there Thursday until Sunday.
So let me just say my goodbyes and appreciation.
Got cut a day early because we had a nasty ass storm coming in, and it was either go home Saturday or sit and try and get shit done Sunday morning when it was pissing rain. So, but I plan on doing that again this year. Some people called it RonCon. It's not. It's just me going fishing and doing what I do. All the people that were with me in my journey are trying to full-time stream, and the guys that I was fishing with just told them I'm going to be there, man. I didn't get to see them at all hardly last summer. So come on out, man. I'll be out there fishing. Come on out. And the spot that I normally go fishing, I like it because I can literally rent one campsite for the weekend. It cost me like $20 for the weekend for 4 days. I think it's like $15 a day, I think, or $10 a day.
Hey, no problem, Solo.
It cost me, but they don't care how many people I pile on that site, and it's a big ass campsite. Hell, we had OG out there with a tent.
Gotcha.
Me with my van, Snacks with his fish house. Another guy out there, 2 other guys out there with tents, and we didn't really hardly fill the campsite. And then a bunch of people that just showed up for during the day because they live close by.
There you go, Steve.
I don't
Moving
think
up.
The camaraderie amongst fishermen is any better than it gets on a riverbank.
Feel free to share out your stuff, your links and stuff. I believe I got most of you guys a sub now. I think. I'm still figuring that all out. Just waiting for my message to go through to him. It did.
I don't know. You kind of have to. I look over the past even just 10 years of fishing. I mean,
Steve,
for a while, I was all the way out of
Get
fishing.
you. I'm sure.
I was done. Got rid of my boat.
Make
Sold
sure
all
you
my
guys
fishing
like
gear.
Jay as well.
And then
Give
when
him
I came
a
to Twitch, I
subscribe.
started the Invasion Nation morning show over here on
Don't know if I
Twitch.
have. I can get it on.
And a bunch of people, I didn't know anything about Twitch. I'd never heard of it, never nothing. My manager at the time said, "Hey man, we're moving to Twitch. You'll have more freedom to speak." You can actually see the chat. I think it'll be a good move for you. I'm like, I really don't have time to deal with another platform. And basically, was sitting at home one day playing a video game, and he hooked it up, and he got it, and he put it on my phone and on my Xbox. My first deal was I was dominating World War II.
All right,
Twitch.
I'm gonna hop off of this stream here of his. I'm gonna just throw a quick
talking to me, and I'm like, well, shit, this is kind of cool. We just went from there.
I'm gonna throw on a quick video.
All right, I gotta go in and
from a couple of years. This is a year ago.
Gotta grab a soda, but hey, I tell you what. Here's what you do: see how many tips you find with a CatClawZ rod holder in it. That's what you can do. As soon as I get this done here.
All right, I'm gonna throw this off, and I'm just gonna show you this video quick. Let's see here. Make this here. Let's see. So here's the durability test. This is from Hack to Fish.
Ready to be an e-commerce pioneer? Our baked-in premium plugins give you the best ingredients to customize your store so
this
you
is
can
my
start
first.
selling everywhere.
Let me get this.
WordPress
We'll just kind of start it where he does the first test here. This is actually the first time I ever sent a rod holder out to anybody, I believe, if I can remember right. What's up, Rustic? Thanks for coming in. This is first ever. So this is this rod holder that he has holding right now is a stomper, but it was not made of cold rolled steel. So you can just see the durability of this is just a hot rolled stuff.
Ground. But we're going to be hammering them in this railroad tie, and we're going to force them back out to see if they've caused any damage to the rod holder at all. So let's get to it.
What's up, Fresno? Thanks for coming in. And this is an older design, but he's just doing the test on it. Let's see how it goes.
All right. That's one in.
He's good. I watch him every morning. When I'm at work, I put him on, listen to his lives on Twitch, where he has kick. This is my older design. This is called the CatClawZ Spiker. I do not make that one anymore. I just found that the stomper actually helped a lot better in soil. With that stomp plate.
Let's hit the part that holds the rod in there.
But the spiker was a cool idea. I liked it. A few people do have it.
We'll see if it bends a little bit, but I want to get these small spikes in the ground. And then I'm probably going to take a fence post and pull them up out of there.
And he's hitting that with a 5-pound sledgehammer on that bar on top, and it ain't bending.
Railroad,
and that's just with one weld that's TIG welded,
I guess,
and added rod to it.
We're making a home there.
It's not just fused.
But both of them are starting in the railroad tie. Now let's take a fence post and pull them back up. See if there's any damage that's going to cause to them.
Yeah, sorry, Jay. I was going to get to that. But yeah, make sure you guys like Jay. We got Rustic in here, Don, Solo, Steve. If you guys, I think you guys are all mods. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get some stuff figured out here. Feel free to throw your stuff. I don't have any of the stuff on hand right now. I'm just going to fast forward it kind of past this. So we're kind of go over the stuff that he talks about here.
This is the one that I couldn't get out with the fence post. I couldn't pry it out, so we did sledgehammer to it. It is still the same way as it was when I hammered it in there. Look at that. 3-pound sledgehammer. And let's see this other one.
This is with the hot rolled, so you do get that bending a little bit, but he kind of shows you and explains how easy it is to bend them back.
This other one is
I don't really get that.
bit.
I don't really get that anymore with the cold roll.
But I think it's because the fence post bent it. But we can hammer that back out. Use it again. The base is bent a little bit, but I was hitting it hard with that 3-pound sledgehammer.
And that's why I say you hit the spikes, hit where the spikes go down on it.
Performance of the rod.
You don't have that issue. If you need to hammer it in.
Let's bend this back out. I'm going to start my lawnmower up, and we're going to do some pulling tests, see if we can pull a rod out of this. All right, guys, it kind of surprised me about how good these rod holders held up when I hit them with a sledgehammer. And plus, did you see that railroad tie moving when we was trying to pull it out with a T-post? That's a lot of strain on a rod. Well, now that you know, though, a hold up in wood and hard surface areas, let's do some pull tests with a lawnmower and a Chevy truck. Yes, I said a Chevy truck right after this.
Question. Would you build a website for a major brand with more than 200 million users using Wix? Well, we did. Hi, I'm Sivan.
All right, let's get to...
This is the CatClawZ rod holder test. Take 1 with the stomper.
Let's do it.
The lawnmower pull to see if they stay in the ground. Here we go.
Look what I'm doing. See? I'm destroying the world.
And that's the best part about my rod holders with that step you got on there. It gets that more ground surface. Does not allow your spikes to go forward into the ground. So when he kind of stops, you'll be able to see that thing pops back up straight. It's not like the normal, like the spiker on the right of it. That just got the vertical spike. No stomp plate on it, so it can bend it forward a little bit more, and those spikes can move through that ground without that stomp plate. That's just why I just didn't stick with that spikes. I liked it. I thought it would be better for sand, but I found that the stomper, even with the shorter spikes, did hold up better. So that's why I kind of discontinued it, because it was just kind of pointless when I already did all of that already. Let's kind of fast forward it there. We'll get the truck quickly here.
With Chevrolet Silverado. Here we go.
So at this point, it's not really, it's more of your reel, setting up your reel correctly. That's going to do all the work at this point. Once you get it to lock on, you're either going to snap your line or you're going to you can strip your your reel. So it's more of the rod, but as you can see, I mean, it's gonna be able to hold up to anything.
That seemed to have went awesome. We'll switch it over here to the other ones, which has more of a lean. Let's give it a go.
Let's see how this one looks. I forgot how this one actually worked out. Want to see if it stands up straight yet at the end of it. So now it's got that angle. Let's see if it comes back up. See how it kind of stays down a little bit. And you can see on the left side with the stomper, that one is straight up. And that's one of the reasons I just didn't like that design, just with the vertical. Stomp plate definitely has a lot more than just stomping purposes. It's made for keeping your rod up, or your rod holder up, and not folding down and staying down. Let's see what Ron's doing now.
All right, guys.
Or head out.
I know these tests seem unreal.
He's chilling. All right. Let me just see what he's doing here. Might be just chilling. No, he's probably just chilling now. Let me stop this thing. But that's it, guys. Thanks for coming in. I think there's only a few people left in here. I'm getting off, yeah. Yeah, soon. Yeah, soon. But I'm just gonna leave you with one of my videos for you guys to chill and watch before. I think it's only like a minute long, so enjoy it. Appreciate for you guys all coming in here. Have a great night, blessed night, and we will all talk to you later. Stay in here if you want to watch the video.